Dear friends, today I bring you news that has shaken the followers of Can Yaman and Sara Bluma. According to close sources, the couple is going through one of their most difficult moments. It all began with a comment Sara made in a private conversation with a friend. Her words, although not a direct attack, were misinterpreted by Can and created great tension at home. The argument escalated quickly, and for the first time, they couldn't hide their problems. Fans, used to seeing them as one of the strongest couples, were shocked. On social media, theories multiplied. Some defend Sara, saying her words were taken out of context. Others believe it shows a lack of communication between them. Can's family also reportedly expressed disapproval of some of Sara's attitudes, which increased the pressure. Meanwhile, the silence of both has left the field open for speculation. Is this just a passing crisis or the beginning of the end of their relationship? The media have turned the story into a spectacle, repeating every detail of the quarrel and even suggesting that this conflict could affect their careers. Media pressure and fans' expectations only make things worse. Today, fans wonder whether Can and Sara will overcome this test or if the relationship, once seen as a fairy tale, is nearing its final chapter. What is certain is that their silence fuels uncertainty and keeps the debate alive about their future. When I talk about Demet Özdemir, what I feel is a mixture of respect and melancholy. Respect, because she has managed to carve out her path in such a fierce world as Turkish television. Melancholy, because despite her achievements, it seems her private life always outweighs her professional successes. Demet is not just any actress. From her earliest roles, she showed a special magnetism, an energy that captivated audiences and producers alike. But that same light has become a trap. Every detail of her private life becomes news. Every gesture is judged. And too often, she is analyzed more as a woman than as an actress, as if talent and personal life couldn't be separated. After her relationship with Can Yaman, she was inevitably tied to him in people's memory. Even as she tries to take new directions, that shadow returns. She has traveled, taken on new artistic challenges, yet the focus always shifts back to her love life. That is unfair because Demet doesn't need anyone's name. Her career speaks loudly on its own. Unlike others, she manages her image through silence. She doesn't feed controversy. She doesn't respond to attacks. For some, that's a lack of character. For me, it's pure intelligence. She knows that the more you explain, the more others take advantage. Her strategy is to remain quiet and let time put things in order. That's why I find it absurd when they compare her to other women from Can's past. Demet plays in another league. She doesn't seek easy headlines, she avoids scandals, and she protects what is hers. She would never sell her intimacy for quick fame. Instead, she draws a clear line between public and private. I also admire how she bears the weight of fame. She knows she has an immense fan base that supports her, but at the same time, she faces those who want to see her fall. Despite that pressure, she keeps moving forward with projects, even outside Turkey, as if sending a message. I am more than rumors, more than a past relationship. My fear is that so much social pressure might limit her personal freedom. Living constantly under public scrutiny can make you lose your direction. I think Demet fights daily against unfair headlines, baseless judgments, and comparisons that don't belong to her. And still, she resists. She has an admirable ability to get back up after every blow. She doesn't play the press's game nor engage in fabricated romances. Her path may not be perfect, but it is authentic. The hardest part is seeing people waiting for her to fail, as if independence were a sin. I believe the opposite. Demet deserves respect, recognition, and the space to shine. Her talent and her work are worth far more than any fleeting scandal. For me, Demet Özdemir is the example of how to survive in the middle of a media hurricane without losing your essence. They can invent, they can criticize, but every step she takes confirms that she knows her worth and doesn't need anyone to prove it. I also admire the calm with which she has faced rumors and criticism. It's not easy to live in an environment where gossip weighs more than facts, but Demet has handled it all with elegance. While Can is accused of being a puppet without control and of projecting an unserious image, she remains consistent and credible. She doesn't need to constantly explain herself because her achievements speak for her. What convinces me most about Demet is that she represents a different kind of success, more human and genuine. Her way of loving, of appearing before the public, and of living her career shows a coherence that sets her apart from many colleagues. She doesn't hide behind empty appearances. She shows herself as she is, and in a world full of masks, that has enormous value. In conclusion, I believe Demet Özdemir has managed to build a more solid and luminous path than many of her contemporaries. Her maturity, transparency, and ability to remain strong in the face of difficulties make her a true role model. To me, she was not only Can Yaman's ideal partner in fiction and perhaps in real life, but today she embodies something much more significant: proof that it is possible to achieve success without losing one's essence or dignity. While some get lost in mistakes and misguided strategies, she continues to grow, which is why I consider her one of the most valuable and admired artists of her generation.